Today we're going to talk about the questions to ask in scripts. You know, a lot of times you look at these people that are online telling you, hey, do it this way and ask these type of questions. And you go, oh my gosh, that's not me. It's too abrupt, too pushy. That's a problem because you are you and they are them. So what we've got to do is understand that we're going to talk about how to structure the script that fits for you. Also, before we end today, I'm going to give you one of the best books you could ever read on questions, okay? And how to use them. Okay, so right now, when you're using a script, there's going to be the beginning, as you saw in my last video, we talked about the RFO. If you don't know what the RFO, make sure you go back to that first video I did for beginners on what to say initially with your scripts. So you're using the RFO. Then you're going into a series of questions, okay? Typically, when you're asking questions on a script, you want to be asking at least 5 questions, okay? And there's a series of intensity that there is in the questions. Your first 2 questions are going to be simple, easy to engage the conversation. Those are going to be easy questions. It shouldn't be hard closing, hey, do you know who I am? And I've got the best thing to solve your problem. You're going to put them into fight or flight. Not good, all right? Because they're going to hang up on you or something's going to happen that you're not going to like. So what we want to do is ask very easy questions in the beginning. If you're calling a for sale by owner, possibly, hey, hi, I'm calling about the home for sale. Is that still available? Easy, what we call a closed-ended question, right? Closed-ended is that it has one answer, yes or no. Got it? All right. So second question, as you go down your script that you're using, whoever's script that you're using, it's got to start to get a little more intense at the end. Now, here's a rule that you've got to understand. If they give you an objection in the beginning, do not address the objection. That's a rabbit hole that you can go down into, and they're trapping you. They're out-techniquing you because they want to take you away from your goal. Okay. This is like a chess match. You're trying to checkmate the king. At the end of your script, you're going to checkmate the king. That is, you're going to set up a preview, you're going to set up a listing appointment, you're going to have some type of Zoom meeting, whatever it may be. There is a goal at the end of the conversation, and you've got to know what that is. I see a lot of times when I'm coaching people that they want to go down these rabbit holes, and you've got to stay focused in the conversation. Your last, let's say 3, 4, and 5 questions or more, but let's just say the last 3, you're getting closer to where you want to take them. I wrote down a couple of things, is that when someone says to you, you know what, I hate real estate people. I never want to do this, or I'm going to do it this way. It's not the opportunity for you, especially you beginners, to go and address that issue. You want to make sure that you actually just use the same script. It works for years. We've been using the same thing. It's called, that's an option. We're thinking about selling it ourselves for the rest of our life. Well, that's an option. If you address that and tell them something in the contrary, you're really telling them that they're wrong. And how does that work for you? Not very good. So questions are important. Open-ended gets more engagement. In other words, something like, tell me a little bit more about your house. Describe your house to me. All right. Make sure that you're asking a small amount of closed-ended questions, more open-ended questions that get engagement, and then take them down to the very end. And a thing that I think is so important is that you pace with their speed. In other words, if you're talking really fast and they're talking like this, you're going to have to slow down, okay? And if they talk like this and you're going, well, sir, I just want to tell you, you're not connecting. It's not going to work. It's so important, especially for you getting into the real estate business now. Things are changing. Your skill level needs to go up. So I want you now to practice this. Look at your script. Hey, send me your questions. Let me know what's not working for you, and I will address it on my videos. My job is to give you the sales skills you need to close the deals that you need in a short amount of time, because I can help you get there much faster. A lot of times these scripts that are out there are either too pushy or not really you, but there is a method, right? You use the RFO, you have a series of questions, 1 through 5 minimally, and 1 or 2 or 3 are easy to answer, open-ended, not so difficult. And as you get down to 4, 5, and 6, you're asking more structured questions. In other words, 4, 5, and 6 could be, let me ask you this. I'd like to know, are you allowing agents to come by and preview the property? Now we're getting closer into a specific question for checkmate. Checkmate would be the preview. The person says, well, yeah, we are, but we're not going to do anything until next week. Well, I have some availability sometime after 12, Thursday and Friday. Would that be convenient? Book it. As a beginner in real estate, the more you meet people, these strangers, they can become your friends. They can refer you business. Now, here's the book I want you to get. It's called The 7 Powers of Questions. And I interviewed Dorothy Lees, the author, several years ago, and she was fantastic. She wrote a whole study. The book is about questions. Everything you do in sales, everything you do in real estate is going to be about questions to lead them to where you'd like to take them, to get them to see you as having high influence and high authority. I hope this helped. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, get the notification button so that you can hear the next video that's coming up. Watch the first one, and next we're going to talk about objections. So stick with me. I'll be right back in just a little bit. Talk to you soon. This is Bill Crespo with the Lead Gen Academy. Bye.